Hey everyone, I hope you guys can all hear me. On, haven't gone live on YouTube in this way, so I'm hoping that you can hear. I just wanted to pop on today and talk to you ladies about putting yourself first, and I call it putting yourself on the A list. For those of you who have never seen me before, my name is Teresa Scotland. I am a women's visionary mindset coach, and I teach women how to prioritize, plan, and pursue their dreams and goals and desires without guilt or regret. As busy women, as wives, as moms, as sisters, as friends, it is very difficult for a lot of us to prioritize our dreams because we are so intent on being there for others. And it's not that there's anything wrong with that, but when you are constantly in that self sacrificial state, that puts you at a disadvantage. And God has put way too much potential on the inside of you for you to just sit there and do nothing with it. So I'm talking to those of you who say, well, I'm just a wife, or I'm just a mom, or I'm just a woman. You're not just anything. The creator of the universe created you, and he put so much on the inside of you. That's why you have dreams and goals that keep coming back up again. Every time you think, oh, you forgot about this thing, something reminds you about it, and you're like, yeah, I really want to do that. But and then you think about how you don't have enough time, or you think about how that's going to take away from your other relationships, and then you just don't do it. And there's this constant cycle of regret and feeling incapable that comes over us. And then what happens is that just reinforces the notion that we really don't have time. It reinforces the notion that we can't do these things, that it's impossible for us, and it actually isn't. You have the time that you need, you have the support that you need. It's a matter of whether or not you are holding on to the opportunities that come around, or you're just letting them slip through your hands. And it's so funny, as I'm making this gesture, this is the gesture that's actually on my vision board, because as I'm praying, and I'm praying about my personal vision, and I'm praying about the vision of the women who I work with and the women who I'm able to partner with, I want my hands to be open, and I want your hands to be open as you think about your vision. I want your heart to be open. I want your mind to be open. Did you know that by today, most people, men and women, have already given up on their resolutions for 2023? They have already given up. They've already thrown in the towel. They've already said, you know what, this is not going to work, because the systems that they set up are not serving where they want to go in life. The systems that they've set up are reinforcing the idea, you know what, you can't lose the weight. There is absolutely no way. You can't take this course. There's absolutely no way. You can't go back to school. There's absolutely no way. You can't get your house organized. There's absolutely no way. You can't change your wardrobe. There's absolutely no way. You're not going to be able to pay these bills. There's absolutely no way. And whatever it is, life is already telling them that there's no way that they can do this. And we accept the reality, we accept the logic. Um, I really want to encourage women to defy logic, to defy the odds, to defy the things that tell them that they can't do these things, to defy the things that tell them that they are only limited to this version of themselves. They are only limited to this portion of society, right? They're only limited to doing certain things, and that's not the case. That is not the case. So, what I wanted to talk about today, really quickly, and I spoke about this before, but I think it's worth reminding you. about putting yourself on the A list. And when I talk about being on the A list, I'm talking about prioritizing yourself and thinking of yourself as important and not thinking of yourself just before you go to bed and you've already done all the things and you've been there for everyone else. Thinking of yourself as a priority in your own life, and it's not selfish. It's not selfish to do that. And it doesn't take away from who you are for other people when you think of yourself first. Because at the end of the day, if you're trying to be there for someone else, you are the person who has to do the work. You are the person that you're going to have to invest in. You have to be strong for other people. But what happens when you're trying to be strong for other people and you can't even be strong for yourself? So it has to start with you. And a certain amount of selfishness, but let's call it priority, needs to happen. So, how do you do that? Number one, I want to encourage you to appreciate your attributes. What is it about you that is good? What is it about you that is beneficial to the people that you serve? And appreciate those things for yourself. I want you to affirm your value to yourself. Don't look outside of yourself for other people to validate who you are. Learn about who you are, appreciate who you are, value who you are. I want you to articulate your dreams, talk about the things that you would like to happen. And this is where a lot of us feel self conscious because we think, like, if I tell someone this, what are they going to think? What are they going to think? What are they going to say? How are they going to respond if I even actually start doing this thing? How are they going to respond to me? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You don't tell your dreams and your goals to everyone, but speak in such a way that it encourages the possibility. It encourages that thought of possibility within yourself. And then it also tells other people there's more to me than what you see. And sometimes the reason why people don't expect much from us is that they think that we don't have any other dreams and we don't have any other goals besides what serves them because we don't talk about anything else. The next thing I want to encourage you to do is act authentically. There is a right and a proper way to act in certain situations. Of course, there's a certain way that you're going to be expected to behave, but you can be in alignment with your environment and still be yourself. You shouldn't feel like you have to pretend or you have to be someone else or you have to become someone else in order to be accepted by a certain person, by a certain group, in a certain environment. If you can't be authentically you and if you don't know what it means to be authentically you, then that's something that you can work on, that can be evaluated and addressed in your life, right? And then when you do those things, you access the abundant life that you're looking for. That void that you think is incomplete in your life, those things that are missing will now become a part of your life. That sense of fulfillment is going to now become a part of your life because you are looking at you first. You're not looking outside of you. And fulfillment doesn't come from what you get. Fulfillment comes from who you are and how you get to show up in the world. So I want to encourage you to stop looking outside of yourself and start looking within because a lot of the answers that you seek are already inside of you. All right. So I hope that helped. I have a resource for you. It's called the A-List Assignment and it is within the vision sequence. I currently have a coupon code for the vision sequence and it's 23% off. Today is the last day that it is at 23% off before the rate goes up tomorrow. But if you want to check it out first, I have a free preview that includes the A-list assignment that I spoke about today. And in applying the A-list assignment to your goals, it's a resource that you can just download and you can go through it in your quiet time. And that's going to help you really prioritize what the things are that you need to pay attention to as you move forward into 2023 with your goals. And if you've dropped off and you're just not really sure how things are going to work out and how things are going to happen for you, and if you can actually get back on track, you absolutely can. You can start your new year over today if you want. If you're watching this in March, you can start right now. You can start today. I always say that you have everything you need to start right where you are. So go ahead, download that resource, and I look forward to talking to you. Take care and blessings on your journey. I'll see you soon.